YouTube. What's up, baby? We're back in this thing again for another review. Sorry about that. This is Q's Insight. I am Callie. My bad. And today we're going to be talking about Cobra Kai Season 5, Episode 5, entitled Extreme Measures. Alright. Now, if you've been to this channel before, you already know how we do it. We start off with the premise, 3 favorite scenes, the grade, and we on to the next one, right? So again, Cobra Kai Season 5, Episode 5, entitled Extreme Measures. Alright, so on this episode, we start off seeing at the Cobra Kai dojo, we see the students are training, and Tori's especially training really hard. And that's because of the fact of, what just happened with Robbie, her situation with Terry, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of stuff going on. So, she's training extra hard, Then we see Stingray walk in the building, you know what I'm saying, out of nowhere. And he gets welcomed into Cobra Kai. Big round of applause, you feel me? And then Terry and Stingray end up talking for a bit. He's telling him, like, thank you again for what you did, you know what I'm saying, for getting beat up like you did for me, you know what I'm saying, getting Kreese out of here and making this Cobra Kai thing mine, you know what I'm saying. And he said, this will none of this will go, unanswered, you feel me. Like, I already got you your apartment, and once you walk out with me outside, he walks with him outside. He got the old Cobra Kai little Mustang or whatever that Johnny used to drive, you feel me? So he got that as well. And then Terry's like, and there's even more coming your way, you feel me? So, but I just wanted to say I appreciate you for what you did, you know what I'm saying? That type of talk, And then we go to Miguel and Robbie, and they're at dinner because Johnny invites them to go. And Johnny's just basically trying to get Miguel and Robbie to be cool with each other, you feel me? Like, at this time, Miguel and Robbie do not know that Johnny's about to have a baby with Carmen, you feel me? So it's real important for him to get them on to the same page. And although he's trying, it's not working out, you feel me? They go to the dinner, and things just don't go the way that, Johnny had planned them to go. Then we see Daniel at home, and he's kind of in a depressed mood because of, everything that's going on with against Terry. Everything that's going on with his wife and his family, them not being there because of his situation with Terry. Even probably feeling bad about Mike's furniture store being burnt down. Maybe even feeling bad about having Chosen doing what he's doing, you know what I'm saying? But we see him in a depressed mood about everything. And Chosen tells him, things will be okay, as far as with your family, as far as the situation with Terry, and things are okay, of course, with us, And then we see Chosen pull out like this. It's like a clipping of a news article, and it has Kreese on a stand, or it has Kreese sitting down, and then it has Stingray on the stand, and then on where Stingray's picture is underneath, it says liar. And so it's like somebody sending them a cryptic message to look into Stingray and really find out what happened with that story, because there's more to it, you feel me? So that's what they decide they're going to do. They're going to start looking into that situation. So Chosen, I'm sorry, yeah. So then we see Amanda at her mom's house, and then Amanda is about to hang out with her cousin Jesse, and Sam and Anthony go along with them, and they're like at this like little kind of like bar type thing, whatever you want to say. But the kids go as well. Then we see Miguel go to Johnny's house, and Johnny's like, oh, don't trip, just come in. Robbie's not here, everything's cool. And then all of a sudden, bro, he goes into the back room, and we see the house is like kind of uh, prepared for like some type of like escape type room type of thing, right? So he goes into the back of the house, and then he pulls Robbie out, and then Miguel's like, "Bro, you just told me that Robbie wasn't here." He's like, "I know, I lied, man. But look, I want you guys to see eye to eye, and so basically, I got this escape room that I made for you guys, and nobody can get out of this house. It can only be opened up from the outside, and also the only way to get out, really is for you guys to work with each other." And so, just as they're thinking they have no choice, Miguel's grandmother opens up the door, and then she's like playing part of the escape. You know what I'm saying? She's playing part of like one of the people's working there or whatever, right? And they're Miguel and Robbie are like, "Bro, like we're not gonna be cool, so just stop it." And so Miguel just ends up walking out the house, and then Robbie goes into his room, and then that situation ends like that. So Johnny's still trying to get them to be cool with each other, but it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? Um, so Daniel and Chosen, they end up going to Stingray's house, his new apartment, to see what they can figure out. And they end up talking to him. Daniel ends up confronting him like, "Yo, there must be more to the story because I got this article clipping of this, and it says you're a liar, da 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 da." And even though we know this is true, Stingray was still in the mode of denying it. You know what I'm saying? So you can't, if you haven't proved it, you feel me? You can't really push too hard, and Daniel is pushing too hard, and so Chosen ends up stopping him, and it's like, look, we're gonna get to what we need to find out. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. Don't push too hard. You feel me? Like, because he'll go run and hide, you know what I'm saying? But also, that's not you. You're not like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know the situation is hanging over your head, and it's making you miserable, but you got to still be Daniel's son, you know what I'm saying? Don't trip. Um, so anyways, they end up leaving after they pressure him. Then we see Jesse and Amanda, and they're talking about what's going on. Um, as they're having drinks, and then they end up running into an old friend from the past named Lizzie Ann. And obviously, they're not really feeling Lizzie Ann, so they tell Lizzie Ann to kick rocks, and then they just keep on continuing to talk about what's going on between Daniel and Terry and how it's affecting Amanda and Daniel's, household. So then from there, we see that Daniel goes to Johnny to see if Johnny can help him out with the situation with Stingray, but Johnny doesn't want to help out because he's like on a whole new path, like, and he also didn't want to get his hands dirty again with like the karate situation anymore. Like, he kind of like wiped his hands clean from it since the last season, and how it ended. You feel me? Um, and then Johnny's like, "Bro, this is not like you, you know what I'm saying? What's going on?" So he sits down with Daniel, and they talk and have some brews, and he ends up telling um, Johnny, like, what's really going on. And then from there, we get Samantha, and she's talking to Anthony, while they're at that bar with Jesse and Amanda talking to each other. Anthony and Samantha are talking to each other as well. And so Samantha talks to Anthony about Kenny, and he ends up explaining to her that I used to be a bully to him, so I deserved what I got, because she ends up seeing this video. It's like viral. It's a video going viral of Kenny kicking Anthony into the pool for that last episode. He was like inside of like a whole bunch of inner tubes, but he kicked him into the pool, or whatever, right? And so she's like, just trying to figure out what's going on, whatever it may be. And he does end up explaining the full story, like how he kind of caused this problem to be the way it is. Um, so Amanda keeps catching up with Jesse, and we end up finding out. Well, if you've seen the movies, you know that Jesse is like an original character from the movies, and she is Daniel's like cousin, like his cousin, not Samantha's. I'm sorry, not Amanda's cousin, but through marriage, yeah. But like that's really Jesse's really like Daniel's cousin. But anyways, Jesse to explaining to Amanda that looked like you got to take it easy. I was there when the whole Terry situation happened back in the past, and Terry really pushed Daniel to like a breaking point, and I can understand him feeling the way he feels about wanting to, just finish off the situation and everything like that. And I still have nightmares about what happened. I got attacked by Terry as well. Da 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 da. So she basically painted a picture perfect for Amanda to see that Daniel really has the right to kind of be the way he is being towards this situation. Um, and then from there, the girl Lizzie Ann comes back again, starts making fun of Amanda again. So a fight ends up breaking out, and Lizzie Ann is with her friends, so they end up, of course, having the upper hand against Jesse and Amanda. So just as Lizzie Ann's about to like sock Amanda, um, Samantha jumps in and kicks Lizzie Ann, and then Jesse, Amanda, Samantha, and Anthony all run out the bar, and so they live to fight another day. But yeah, we already knew that wasn't gonna go too far without Samantha jumping in. She would have knocked out everybody in that club, bro. Come on, or in that bar room. You know what I'm saying? And then um, from there we end up seeing so let me also add that when Daniel and Johnny were talking, um, you know, Johnny kind of gave Daniel a pep talk to the point where it's like, look, you're gonna be okay. Your family's always okay. That's why I'm always jealous of you. You feel me? But your family's gonna be okay. Pretty sure you and Amanda go through hiccups, but this is gonna be something that you guys will come up on top out of the situation, and everything will eventually be all right. But just for right now, you know what I'm saying? Just do you. Don't be any less of you, or else it's not gonna work out. But be you, and everything will eventually work out. You feel me? And so Daniel is talking to Johnny about his situation, where in which Johnny's trying to get Miguel and Robbie to see eye to eye, and he's like, Daniel's like, you know what, man? Maybe that's what we should have did when we weren't seeing eye to eye when we were younger. Maybe if we fought it out and didn't like do no tournament, just whatever, just like really fought it out and talked to each other afterwards, maybe we wouldn't have gotten to a point where we had animosity between us. And so this is a plan that Johnny's gonna use on Miguel and Robbie. All right, so just remember that. But anyways, let me jump back to where I was talking about. So after that little bar fight, whatever, we go back to Daniel, and he's planning to have Chosen go back home because he's kind of tired of the situation, right? And then he plans after that to go apologize to Stingray for how he acted towards him earlier. You know what I'm saying? Because he kind of pushed too hard. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, from there we see Johnny does actually make Robbie and Miguel fight, um, so that way they can duke it out, so all the problems can be handled. You know what I'm saying? Then they can get closer. You know what I'm saying? Have some real words with each other. So Robbie and Miguel go back and forth in a fight, but eventually Miguel gets the upper hand, and just when he gets a chance to pretty much do what Robbie did to him, kick him off of like a higher ground, he doesn't. He stops himself, and from there, him and Robbie have a talk, and after the talk, Johnny runs up to them because he was trying to stop the fight once things were getting like super serious. But Johnny runs up to him. He's like, "Oh, so you guys are cool now, huh?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna try or whatever." And then Johnny ends up slipping up. He's like, "Well, yeah, cool, because if you guys are not gonna be cool with each other when the baby comes, I don't know what I would have done with myself." And then Johnny is like, "Oh, I shouldn't have said that," you know what I'm saying? And then Miguel and Robbie look at each other and they're like, "Yo, like you're gonna have a baby?" And he's like, and then Johnny's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have a baby with your mom, Miguel." And so Miguel's ecstatic, Robbie's ecstatic. They all three hug each other, and so, you know, seems like animosity is gone. They're gonna all three, you know what I'm saying, be compadres. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up, bro. I was happy to see that. I was happy to see that. Um, um, then we still see that Sam is talking to Anthony after they leave the club, after they leave the bar, and she ends up telling him like, you know, I can teach you some stuff so that way you can, you know, be able to defend yourself. And he's like, well, I thought you were done with the whole karate stuff. And then she's like, I thought I was too, and I just didn't want it to overtake my life. But you know what I'm saying, like, the things are starting to get better per se. You know what I'm saying, and you know, you're my family. I'm gonna look out for you, so I can teach you some things. So obviously that's what's gonna happen. Um, so and then from there, Jesse and Amanda talk about Daniel again, and Jesse ends up getting Amanda to like agree to cut Daniel some slack about the Terry situation because of how, you know, horrible Terry is, and in the past and even now to Daniel. And so Amanda does agree to cut Daniel some slack. So that situation is fixed now. And then from there we got Johnny and Robbie, Miguel, and they're eating at Carmen's house. And then Carmen ends up walking in, and then she's surprised to see that, you know, Robbie and Miguel are sitting next to each other, first of all. And but they do keep it secret that they know about, you know, Johnny and Carmen about to have a kid. They don't say anything. They're supposed to act surprised once Carmen and Johnny officially announce it, right? You know what I'm saying? So anyways, but yeah, it was cool to see everybody in the house together. Things are, they're making a family, you feel me? Like, it's cool. um and then we see that Johnny talks to Carmen about, you know, what happened and how he got, you know, Miguel and Robbie to see eye to eye. And he says it was Daniel's idea, and that he may have to work with Daniel again to help him out with this situation. Um, so then, so then from there, Daniel goes to Stingray's to apologize about confronting him about the whole Terry situation. Um, and then once he gets there, there's no one there, and all of a sudden Terry comes out of the corner and it's like, oh well, you thought you could turn Stingray against me and all stuff like that. You just keep pushing where you ain't supposed to be pushing. And Daniel's like, no, you know what I'm saying? I was honestly coming to apologize about the situation. You know, I'm kind of done with this, bro. You won. You know what I'm saying? The valley is yours. And Terry's like you're tripping, bro. Like, this is a way bigger picture than just the valley. Like, I don't care about the valley, bro. Like, I'm here to tear you down. Like, there is no going back. There is no give it up now. You made an enemy out of me. You wanted to start the war. The war is going, and it's gonna keep on going until one of us is finished. And he ends up saying some things about like, oh, you know, it was so easy to break you and your wife up. You know, you just let me right in your home, and I just broke you guys up real quick. And then if that was that easy, imagine how easy it would be to turn Samantha and Anthony into Cobra Kai students. And then this pisses Daniel off, so Daniel attacks Terry, and then they both go back and forth in the fight. Eventually, at the end, Terry gets the upper hand, and he wins. And then he tells Daniel, like, look, don't worry, I want you to be alive and well for what's about to happen to you, because I'm about to tear you down. You know what I'm saying? So don't think this as an act of kindness. Don't take this as an act of kindness. This is just for you to be able to view what I'm about to do to you, like, fully, wholly. And then from there he leaves, and then we from there, you know, we see Daniel back at home in bed, you know what I'm saying, injured a little bit. You know, Amanda's there, you know, helping him out, whatever. And then we see Johnny go to the house to probably visit Daniel. But as he walks into the house, he sees Chosen there, and he sees like Samantha there as well. So obviously you kind of just get from the looks and the vibes that from right there that, you know, Johnny's about to get back into the fray and team up with Chosen to help take down Terry. That may be with Mike, and that may be with Daniel if he's able to like heal up. I don't think he's that injured, but if not, it's gonna definitely be Johnny and Chosen to take on Terry. And then as well as you have Tori going to visit Kreese in prison, and it's like, telling him all this stuff like about the Terry situation, and just whatever else, and she's just like, I just need to know if he's going down or whatever, like what's the end game here? And then Kreese is like, don't worry about it, like Terry is going down, he just doesn't know it yet. So maybe Tori is like secretly doing some stuff for Kreese, or maybe she just went over there to make amends with him and then like see what he could do or what he thought about the situation that she's going through. But that's basically the premise of this episode. 3 of my favorite scenes would be Robbie versus Miguel, bro, when they fought. That was dope. Very dope. And as the fight went on, it got more intense, and the fighting choreography was increasing as well, was getting better as the fight went on. My second favorite scene would be Daniel versus Terry. That was dope as well, man. You know what I'm saying? The OGs going at it. And, it's always good to see the OGs fight again, you know what I'm saying? But that was a dope fight as well. And then my third favorite scene would be Tori going to go talk to Kreese, because it's like, this is the 5th episode. I don't even know how many episodes in the season, but we haven't seen Kreese. So it's good. It's good to see him. It's good to see he's still doing well. He's alive. You know what I'm saying, and that he's gonna be on the good side this time eventually, because he's going to go after Terry for sure once he gets out or whatever it may be. But yeah, that'll be 3 of my favorite scenes. The grade for this episode, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 for sure, bro. Nothing less. Definitely was a good episode for sure, man. If you guys saw this episode, let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments down below. All right. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, this is Q's Insight. I am Callie. Until next time.